The scandal that's shaking the hip-hop world is finally here. Papoose reportedly collapsed in shock after witnessing a private moment between Remy Ma and Eazy. And now, jail-level footage has just leaked, leaving fans and insiders stunned. What was meant to remain secret behind closed doors has exploded online, igniting a firestorm of speculation, outrage, and disbelief. The shocking visuals and reactions have already gone viral, and the drama is escalating faster than anyone could have predicted. Sources close to the situation revealed that Papoose was blindsided by the footage, unable to comprehend what he was seeing. Emotions ran high as betrayal, anger, and heartbreak collided, creating a moment of sheer chaos. Friends describe him as shaken to his core, struggling to process the shocking betrayal from someone he trusted deeply. This isn't just a rumor. The leaked clips reportedly show moments that confirm every suspicion, leaving no room for doubt. Social media erupted immediately after the footage surfaced. Fans, influencers, and gossip outlets are dissecting every frame, debating the implications and speculating on what this means for Remy Ma, Papoose, and Eazy. Hashtags like #PAPOOSE, shocked, #RemyModrama, and #HipHopScandal are trending worldwide, with clips being shared across multiple platforms at lightning speed. In this video, we break down the shocking events, reveal insider accounts, and expose the full fallout from the leaked footage. From Papoose's collapse to the heated reactions across the hip-hop community, every moment is more explosive than the last. Stick around, because the story behind this scandal is just getting started, and you won't believe the shocking details that have fans talking nonstop. The hip-hop world was sent into a whirlwind of shock and disbelief as Papoose reportedly collapsed after seeing Remy Ma in a compromising situation with Eazy. Sources close to the rapper revealed that the incident was completely unexpected, leaving him emotionally and physically shaken. Friends say Papoose was caught completely off guard, unable to process the scene before him, and the impact of the revelation reportedly left him struggling to maintain composure. According to insiders, the leaked jail-level footage that surfaced online showed Remy engaging in intimate behavior with Eazy, behavior that Papoose never imagined would occur. The visuals were clear and undeniable, confirming suspicions that had previously circulated as rumors. The footage was not only explosive but also highly personal, capturing a moment that was meant to be private. For Papoose, seeing such betrayal firsthand was devastating, and friends report that he experienced a combination of heartbreak, rage, and disbelief that left him physically weak in the hours following the leak. Papoose reportedly isolated himself to process the shocking discovery. Friends noted that he spent time reflecting, replaying the scene in his mind, and trying to understand how someone he trusted completely could betray him in such a public way. He was numb, a source said. You could tell he was struggling to comprehend what he had just witnessed. It wasn't just emotional, it was overwhelming on every level. The situation was further complicated by the fact that the footage didn't just leak online. It quickly spread across social media platforms, reaching millions of fans worldwide. The rapid dissemination of the clips caused an immediate reaction from the public. Fans flooded timelines with speculation, reactions, and opinions, turning the incident into one of the most talked about events in recent hip-hop history. Hashtags like #PAPOOSE, shocked, #RemyModrama, and #HipHopBetrayal began trending, creating a frenzy of discussion and debate. Sources close to Remy Ma and Eazy claim that the two were aware of the potential consequences if their private actions were exposed, but they never anticipated the footage would leak to this extent. The leak has reportedly caused tension not only between Papoose and Remy Ma, but also within their wider social circles. As friends and associates reacted to this shocking revelation, some sources revealed that mutual friends felt torn between loyalty to Papoose and their desire to remain neutral, while others openly criticized Remy Ma for her actions. Papoose's reaction was reportedly immediate and intense. Upon witnessing the footage, he reportedly experienced a rush of adrenaline followed by a wave of dizziness and disorientation. Friends say he was unable to focus, struggling to process the reality of the betrayal in front of him. In private conversations, he described feeling blindsided, as though the ground had been pulled from beneath him. Emotional turmoil quickly gave way to anger as he began to confront the reality of Remy Ma's actions and the impact it would have on their relationship. The fallout wasn't limited to personal emotions. Insiders reported that the leak sparked intense speculation about the dynamics within the hip-hop community. Fans and critics alike began debating the nature of the relationships involved, the potential consequences for Remy Ma and Eazy, and what Papoose's next steps might be. Online platforms became a battleground of opinions, with some fans sympathizing with Papoose, while others speculated about motivations and the broader implications for all parties involved. In addition to social media speculation, industry insiders noted that the scandal had immediate professional ramifications. Papoose, Remy Ma, and Eazy are all prominent figures in the hip-hop community, and the leak threatened to impact both public perception and professional relationships. Sources revealed that Papoose was particularly concerned about the media's portrayal of the situation, fearing that sensationalized coverage could distort the reality of the events and exacerbate the personal fallout. Friends close to Papoose described the period following the leak as one of emotional turbulence. He reportedly alternated between moments of silent reflection and bursts of frustration, attempting to reconcile his feelings of betrayal with the need to respond in a measured way. According to insiders, Kate was acutely aware that public statements or emotional outbursts could escalate the situation further, and he carefully considered every action before reacting. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's camp reportedly tried to manage the situation, issuing statements that downplayed the intensity of the incident while emphasizing privacy and discretion. However, the leaked footage had already spread far beyond their control, and public interest continued to escalate. Social media platforms were flooded with screenshots, reaction videos, and commentary, making it impossible for the story to remain contained. Fans speculated on motives, intentions, and the possible fallout for all involved, further fueling the drama. Sources revealed that Papoose's inner circle played a crucial role in helping him navigate the emotional impact of the scandal. Trusted friends and family members provided support, advice, and a sounding board for his thoughts and feelings. These confidants encouraged him to maintain composure while also acknowledging the depth of the betrayal. According to insiders, Papoose drew strength from this support network, allowing him to process his emotions without making impulsive decisions that could worsen the situation. As the story continued to unfold, industry insiders noted that the scandal was likely to have long-term repercussions. The leaked footage not only exposed a deeply personal betrayal, but also raised questions about trust, loyalty, and accountability within the hip-hop community. Fans debated whether this incident would change relationships between artists, affect collaborations, and alter public perception of all involved. The intensity of the conversation ensured that the story remained a central topic across media outlets and social platforms. By the end of the first week following the leak, Papoose had reportedly begun taking steps to reclaim control of the narrative. While he remained emotionally affected, he focused on strategic responses, including selective public appearances, careful social media engagement, and private discussions with his legal and management teams. Sources indicated that he was intent on protecting his reputation while addressing the personal betrayal in a manner that balanced emotional honesty with calculated restraint. The scandal also triggered wider discussions about privacy, trust, and the consequences of leaked footage in the digital age. Fans and commentators debated how personal actions, even in private settings, could have dramatic public consequences. The intensity of the debate highlighted the blurred lines between personal life, public persona, and professional reputation for high-profile figures like Papoose, Remy Ma, and Eazy. Despite the ongoing media frenzy, Papoose's focus remained on processing the betrayal and determining his next steps. Friends reported that he spent significant time reflecting, seeking clarity, and planning a course of action that would protect his integrity while addressing the emotional impact of the situation. His resilience and careful approach were noted by insiders as key factors in how he navigated this highly charged and unprecedented scandal. In conclusion, the leak of the jail-level footage capturing Remy Ma and Eazy has left Papoose reeling, reshaped relationships, and ignited intense public debate. The combination of personal betrayal, viral exposure, and industry scrutiny created a perfect storm, testing Papoose's emotional strength and strategic thinking. As fans continue to analyze every development, one thing is clear: this scandal is far from over, and the fallout will continue to shape the narrative for weeks, if not months, to come. The day after the leaked footage of Remy Ma and Eazy surfaced, Papoose was reportedly still struggling to process the betrayal. Insiders revealed that he spent hours in private reflection, alternating between anger, disbelief, and heartbreak. Witnesses described him as pale and withdrawn, pacing his home while replaying the clips in his mind. Friends say that it was clear he felt blindsided. Someone he trusted implicitly had shattered that trust in the most public and humiliating way possible. Sources close to Papoose explained that his immediate concern was understanding the full scope of the betrayal. The leaked footage didn't just depict intimacy. It exposed a level of secrecy and deception that made him question not only Remy Ma's loyalty, but also the reliability of people in their inner circle. According to insiders, he began scrutinizing past interactions, searching for any signs he might have missed. He was trying to piece together the puzzle, one source said. It wasn't just about the footage, it was about the months of trust he thought he had and whether any of it was real. The scandal didn't remain private for long. Within hours, clips of the footage spread like wildfire across social media platforms, igniting intense debate and speculation. Fans, influencers, and gossip outlets dissected every frame, providing commentary and analysis that amplified the drama. Hashtags such as hashtag PAPOOSE, shock, hashtag Remy Ma leak, and hashtag hip-hop drama dominated trending topics, making the story impossible to ignore. Even mainstream media outlets jumped on the narrative, broadcasting segments, analyzing the fallout, and predicting the consequences for all parties involved. Friends close to Papoose reported that he deliberately tried to limit his exposure to online commentary to avoid being overwhelmed. While he monitored developments, he relied on a small, trusted inner circle to provide updates, perspective, and guidance. He wanted clarity, not chaos, a source revealed. Social media was a battlefield, and he didn't want to let it dictate his emotions or actions. Meanwhile, Remy Ma and Eazy faced mounting scrutiny. Sources indicated that their camps attempted to manage the narrative, issuing vague statements about privacy and discretion. But the leaked footage had already gone viral, making it nearly impossible to contain. Social media users scrutinized every statement, every post, and every public appearance, fueling ongoing speculation about motives, relationships, and repercussions. The emotional confrontation between Papoose and Remy Ma reportedly took place shortly after the footage surfaced. Sources described it as tense, emotional, and highly charged. Papoose demanded full transparency and accountability, questioning every interaction and seeking explanations for the betrayal. According to insiders, Remy Ma attempted to respond, but the undeniable evidence made it difficult for her to offer a coherent explanation. Friends described the scene as raw and unfiltered, a private moment filled with emotion that would have been explosive had it been public, in addition to the personal ramifications. The leak created professional and social consequences. Both Papoose and Remy Ma are prominent figures in the hip-hop community, and the viral footage inevitably affected their reputations, partnerships, and public perception. Industry insiders reported that collaborations, media appearances, and endorsements were now under scrutiny as fans and sponsors reacted to the scandal. The combination of personal betrayal and public exposure created a high-stakes scenario that required careful navigation. Throughout the ordeal, Papoose reportedly focused on maintaining his composure. Friends revealed that he spent time exercising, meditating, and strategizing, seeking to process his emotions while planning a response that would preserve his integrity. He knew that any rash move could make things worse, an insider said. He was hurt, yes, but he was also thinking strategically about the fallout and what steps to take next. Meanwhile, the social media frenzy continued. Fans dissected every clip, sharing theories about the motivations of Remy Ma and Eazy, and speculating on the consequences for Papoose. Influencers and gossip pages amplified the narrative, keeping the scandal trending and ensuring that public attention remained focused on the drama. Each new post, comment, and video further fueled the frenzy, creating a situation that seemed to escalate by the hour. Sources revealed that the leak also caused tension among mutual friends and associates. Some were forced to take sides while others attempted to mediate between Papoose and Remy Ma. This added layer of social complexity intensified the situation, highlighting how personal betrayal could ripple outward to affect an entire network of relationships. Friends noted that Papoose handled these dynamics with remarkable tact, balancing his emotional response with careful consideration of alliances, loyalties, and social consequences. As days passed, Papoose reportedly began planning his next steps publicly. He made selective social media posts that reflected his emotional state while also signaling strength and resilience. One post read, "Truth always finds a way to surface. Never underestimate the power of clarity and integrity." Fans immediately interpreted this as a direct response to the betrayal, praising him for maintaining dignity while confronting the situation. Insiders revealed that the confrontation with Remy Ma and Eazy had lasting emotional effects. Papoose reportedly struggled with feelings of anger, sadness, and disbelief. Yet he also felt a renewed sense of determination to protect himself and assert his boundaries. Friends emphasized that he was focused on reclaiming control over his life and narrative, refusing to allow betrayal or public scrutiny to define him. The scandal also sparked broader conversations within the hip-hop community. Fans, industry insiders, and media commentators debated the ethics of leaked footage, the responsibilities of partners, and the consequences of betrayal. These discussions elevated the story beyond personal drama, turning it into a cautionary tale about trust, accountability, and public perception. Papoose's handling of the situation became a central point of analysis, highlighting his emotional intelligence and strategic thinking under pressure. By the end of the week, Papoose had reportedly begun implementing long-term strategies to manage the fallout. He limited exposure to negative commentary, relied on trusted advisors, and focused on rebuilding his sense of control and stability. Friends noted that his resilience and measured approach were earning him admiration from fans and peers, solidifying his reputation as someone capable of navigating one of the most explosive betrayals in recent hip-hop history. Despite the intense public scrutiny, Papoose remained determined to protect his emotional well-being. Friends emphasized that he spent time reflecting, engaging in self-care, and seeking clarity about his next steps. According to insiders, he was deliberate in his decisions, balancing the need for emotional expression with the necessity of strategic action. The leaked footage of Remy Ma and Eazy had far-reaching consequences, affecting personal relationships, professional opportunities, and public perception. Papoose's response, a combination of emotional honesty, strategic planning, and resilience, highlighted his ability to navigate a highly charged situation with composure and foresight. Fans and media alike remained captivated, analyzing every detail and speculating on the next developments. Ultimately, Part 2 of the saga showed that Papoose was not merely reacting to betrayal, but actively reclaiming control of his narrative. By confronting the situation directly, managing his public image, and relying on trusted allies, he demonstrated a level of strength and strategic thinking that set the stage for the ongoing drama. The story continued to unfold, with fans and insiders eagerly awaiting the next explosive moments in a scandal that had already captivated the hip-hop community. The aftermath of the leaked footage, showing Remy Ma and Eazy in a compromising situation, had plunged Papoose into one of the most emotionally turbulent periods of his life. Sources close to the rapper confirmed that he was still struggling to process the betrayal. And the intensity of the public reaction only made matters worse. The scandal had gone viral, with fans, media outlets, and influencers dissecting every frame of the footage. Every cryptic social media post and every public statement made by all parties involved. Papoose, while deeply hurt, was determined to reclaim control over the narrative and his emotional well-being. Immediately after the footage went viral, Papoose reportedly isolated himself to process the shock. Friends described him pacing his home, replaying the clips in his mind, and attempting to reconcile his emotions. The betrayal was not just personal, it was public. Witnessing someone he trusted so profoundly engage in behavior that violated their relationship while the world watched left him reeling. Insiders reported that he experienced waves of disbelief, anger, and heartbreak, emotions so intense that at times he reportedly struggled to focus on basic daily tasks. Sources revealed that Papoose's initial reactions were private and introspective. He refrained from making. Meanwhile, Remy Ma and Eazy faced immense scrutiny. Insider accounts suggest that both were aware of the potential fallout but did not anticipate the viral reach of the footage. Their attempts to downplay the situation publicly only fueled speculation, with social media users dissecting every word, post, and interview. Fans debated motivations, intentions, and consequences, ensuring that the story remained trending across multiple platforms. Hashtags like #PAPOOC shocked, #Remy Ma scandal, and #EAZY exposed dominated discussions, making it impossible for the parties involved to escape public attention. As the days unfolded, Papoose reportedly began taking deliberate steps to manage both his emotions and public image. He focused on self-care, engaging in meditation, exercise, and quality time with trusted friends and family members. According to insiders, he also spent significant time reflecting privately, journaling his thoughts and feelings to maintain clarity and composure. This period of reflection allowed him to process the betrayal without allowing anger or hurt to dictate his actions publicly. The emotional confrontation between Papoose and Remy Ma reportedly took place soon after the leak. Sources describe it as highly charged, raw, and intense. Papoose demanded complete transparency and accountability, seeking answers about the betrayal and the motives behind it. Remy Ma, while attempting to explain herself, faced undeniable evidence in the form of the leaked footage, which made it impossible to provide a convincing narrative. Friends and insiders characterized the confrontation as emotionally exhausting but crucial, as it allowed Papoose to assert boundaries and communicate his expectations for trust and loyalty moving forward. In addition to the personal fallout, the scandal had professional ramifications. Papoose, Remy Ma, and Eazy are prominent figures in the hip-hop industry, and the leaked footage inevitably affected public perception, collaborations, and endorsements. Industry insiders indicated that business relationships were being reevaluated, with some partners distancing themselves due to the controversy. Fans also speculated about future projects, appearances, and alliances, making it clear that the repercussions extended far beyond personal relationships. The social media frenzy surrounding the scandal continued to intensify. Fans and influencers closely analyzed every development, creating memes, reaction videos, and detailed commentary. Insider accounts suggest that the constant scrutiny was emotionally taxing for Papoose, but it also reinforced the need for him to maintain composure and strategic thinking. Friends noted that he was deliberate in his responses, choosing moments to speak publicly or post online in ways that balanced emotional authenticity with calculated control. Papoose reportedly also faced challenges within his social circle. Some mutual friends and acquaintances were forced to take sides, while others attempted to mediate, complicating an already tense situation. Sources revealed that Papoose handled these dynamics with remarkable tact, maintaining focus on his own emotional stability while navigating complex interpersonal relationships. This approach allowed him to protect himself from additional stress and maintain a sense of control amid the chaos. Over time, Papoose began to regain a sense of agency. He made selective public appearances and social media posts that reflected his emotional state while signaling strength, resilience, and clarity. One post reportedly read, "Pain is temporary. Clarity and strength are permanent. Choose wisely who you let in your circle." Fans immediately interpreted this as a direct response to the betrayal, praising him for balancing vulnerability with empowerment. Insiders revealed that the leaked footage also sparked conversations about privacy, trust, and accountability within the hip-hop community. Many debated the consequences of leaked personal moments, the responsibilities of partners, and the long-term impact of public betrayal. Papoose's handling of the situation became a reference point for navigating such crises, demonstrating the importance of strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and self-respect. Despite the ongoing public scrutiny, Papoose continued to focus on self-care and emotional recovery. Friends noted that he prioritized time away from media distractions, focusing on personal reflection, fitness, and supportive interactions with trusted allies. This intentional approach allowed him to process the betrayal without losing control, emphasizing the importance of mental health and resilience in high-pressure situations. The scandal also fueled broader discussions across media outlets, blogs, and social platforms. Industry experts debated potential long-term consequences for all parties involved, including impacts on future projects, collaborations, and public image. Fans dissected every move, analyzing body language, statements, and emotional cues. The pervasive attention underscored the extent to which private betrayal had become a public spectacle, amplifying both the personal and professional stakes for Papoose, Remy Ma, and Eazy as the weeks went on. Papoose reportedly implemented strategies to regain control over his life and narrative. This included limiting exposure to negative commentary, selectively sharing updates with trusted media outlets, and maintaining a strong sense of personal boundaries. Friends emphasized that he was determined not to allow betrayal or public scrutiny to define him, focusing instead on empowerment, clarity, and long-term resilience. Ultimately, Part 3 of this explosive saga illustrates how Papoose navigated one of the most shocking betrayals in recent hip-hop history. The leaked footage, public scrutiny, and personal heartbreak tested his emotional strength and strategic thinking. Yet he emerged as a figure of resilience and empowerment through careful reflection, intentional action,